Leaving Adelaide, we headed to Port Augusta, where we're going to meet up with the rest of the group, and in total that would give us 3 Nissan Patrols, 1 Ford Ranger and 1 Nissan Navara to do the trip. From Port Augusta we'd head to Inob, where we'd then leave the blacktop and head out on the dirt towards the Gawler Ranges, and it was quite overcast at the start of the trip, but didn't cause us any issues with rain. Didn't seem to take us very long, and we're on Nonning Station going past the homestead. As we got closer to the Gawler Ranges, a little bit of water laying on the road, but that wasn't going to worry us, and the skies were clearing anyway. The old Pandana ruins, built back in the 1880s. It certainly would have been a hard lifestyle for the people living there back then. Our first night had us camping on the southern tip of Lake Gardner. Certainly a nice location to camp on, and the colours that were changing on the lake and the red sand around the area were very pretty as they changed during the evening and early morning light. On the road for day 2, and as we're going past the Yardia Station woolshed, we thought we'd stop in and have a bit of a look around. Once we got to the Gawler Ranges, it was off to have a look at the organ pipes. It was only a 500 metre walk from the car park, so quite an easy walk in to have a look. Before leaving the Gawler Ranges, it was a quick bite to eat, and then we headed off towards Bildappa Rock, where it was the destination for our next night. There are some great views from the top of the rock. It's a very easy walk up there, and once you are there you can get a full 360 degree view of the area. All set up for the second night's camp. Day 3 had us back on the blacktop heading for Ceduna, and there we're going to refuel our vehicles and head out towards Goog's Track. After reading the information boards at the gate, we made our way along Goog's Track. It didn't seem very long once we got going that we were soon at Goog's Lake, and a bit of a money tree here where people are banging money or coins into the tree, and as well as that there was a monument there that dedicated the efforts that the people did that were associated with making Goog's Track. We had a bit of a look around the lake and then soon set up camp for the night on the side of the lake. Before we set sail in the morning, some of the boys had to see if they could get their four-wheel drives up the bank on the side of the lake. It was quite an easy drive, really. The Googs track isn't a hard track to do by any means, I guess, but some people say it's a bit of a learning curve to doing the Simpson Desert track, but certainly enjoyable, and as long as you've got a bit of a head on your shoulders, there's no reason why anyone can't do it, even if they were travelling alone. We didn't have to look very hard to find so many different coloured wildflowers on this trip. It was certainly very pretty to look at. When we got to Mount Finke, we had a bit of a drive around the back of the mount just to see what the scenery and the country was like around there. And once we'd done that, we selected somewhere good for the night and set up our camp. It's amazing how the young ones can find so much happiness sitting and playing in the sand. Now day 5, and we're heading from Mount Finke onto Tarcoola, where we're going to have a bit of a look around before we left there. As we're arriving at Tarcoola, we reached the northernmost end of Googs Track, so for us that was the end of the Googs. While we're at the Tarcoola railway siding, we watched a very long freight train go through. From Tarcoola we're heading back towards the Gawler Ranges on the road that takes us through to Wirralur. We weren't very far down the road towards the Gawler Ranges when we set up camp for our 5th night. It was unfortunate that whilst we're here at this camp that one of our travelling members got notification of an illness within his family, so he had to make a rush back to Adelaide for that reason, so there was now only 4 vehicles in the convoy. We're on the road for our 6th day, slowly heading towards the Gawler Ranges. It was here that we had to make a left-hand turn to head towards Eye Knob, and as we come around the corner we could see this structure here that station owners used to use years ago to collect water and run into tanks for stock water. Always nice to see sturt desert peas out in the wild, whether it be on the side of the road or here in the paddock. They're a very colourful flower. It was while we were on Yardia Station that we pulled over to the side of the road to sit down and have a quick bite of lunch. We had a quick look at Carita, which is an outstation to Yardia Station. We couldn't go past this quongdong tree without sampling some of its fruits. All set up for camp number 6, our last night in the trip, and we wonder where the time's gone. The turn off into Mount Ives Station. Time to stretch the legs as we parked up outside the Nonning Station homestead. Once we reached Symes Station, we started to head east, and then we were heading over towards Eudnapina Station. One of the outstations on Eudnapina. We had a look at the Eudnapina Station woolshed as we went past. As we were leaving Eudnapina Station heading for the Stuart Highway north of Port Augusta, the heavens opened up. Had it rained for any longer or any heavier, I don't think we would have got out. Rolling through Port Augusta heading for home, and the trip was all over. If you liked the video that you just watched, give us a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of our videos, hit the subscribe button. And once you've done that, tap on the bell and change the notification to all. That way every time we do uploads to our YouTube channel, you'll be notified.